Oh my goodness, that's a huge arch. That's massive. You are looking at the biggest arch in the world. It's called the Gateway Arch. The Gateway Arch is in St. Louis, Missouri, a city that has the nickname the Gateway to the West. So, the Gateway to the West, St. Louis, has the Gateway Arch. Okay, that makes sense. The Gateway Arch is in St. Louis, a city nicknamed the Gateway to the West. And it's tall, okay? I mentioned it is the tallest arch in the world. It's taller than a 60-story building. It's 630 feet tall. That's taller than the Washington Monument in the capital of the United States, Washington, D.C. It's a really tall arch. I've visited the Gateway Arch before, and I was a little kid. I don't remember everything about it, but I remember thinking, this is tall. That's one of the things it's famous for. It's also famous for just looking awesome. It's made of stainless steel, which gives it this reflective silver color. The Gateway Arch is made of stainless steel. When I think of stainless steel, I think of kitchens, because lots of kitchens have stainless steel pots and pans. Sometimes appliances in the kitchen are made of stainless steel, like this refrigerator. Just think of it. This refrigerator is made of the same stuff as the Gateway Arch, and the fridge doesn't even know. Hey, you're both made of stainless steel. You're like stainless steel buddies. Speaking of buddies, you might have noticed the Gateway Arch is along a river. Do you know the name of this river? Yeah, it's the Mississippi River. The Mississippi River, one of the longest rivers in the world. It goes from Minnesota all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. The Mississippi River is huge. I imagine the Mississippi River and the Gateway Arch are friends. They've been together a long time. Construction of the Gateway Arch began in 1963 and finished 2 years later in 1965. The arch was designed by this man, Eero Saarinen, a brilliant American designer and architect who was originally from Finland. Finland is a country in northern Europe, east of Norway and Sweden. Eero Saarinen moved to the United States with his family when he was 13 years old. Eero's dad, Eliel Saarinen, was a very successful architect. Eero followed in his father's footsteps, becoming a designer and architect as well. Now, after it was announced that a memorial would be built in St. Louis, there was a contest to find the best design for the new memorial. Both Eero and his father, Eliel, entered the contest. Funny enough, they heard that E. Saarinen was the winner of the contest, and at first they assumed it was Eliel's design that won. But 3 days later, they heard back that Eero won the contest, and that his arch would be the new monument. Eero Saarinen's unique design was perfect for the monument, which symbolizes exploration and adventure. It is a gateway that reminds us of all the people who passed through St. Louis to go out west. Here's something really interesting about the Gateway Arch. It is part of a national park. That's right, it's part of a national park. The land the Gateway Arch is on is called Gateway Arch National Park. The national park was founded in 1935. It was a while before the Gateway Arch was even designed. The park was originally named after President Thomas Jefferson. It was called Jefferson National Expansion Memorial. Wow, that's a long name. President Thomas Jefferson bought a ton of land from the country of France in 1803 in what became known as the Louisiana Purchase. It included way more than current-day Louisiana. It was a lot of land, and it opened up the West for exploration. So they thought, let's name the park after Thomas Jefferson. As you might imagine, the Gateway Arch is the most famous part of the national park. When people went to the national park, they would always think about the arch, not President Thomas Jefferson. No offense, Thomas Jefferson. It's just, everyone loves the arch, right? So, in 2018, the national park was officially renamed Gateway Arch National Park. It just made sense. Gateway Arch National Park is not just the land under the arch, it's about 91 acres and has lots of really cool buildings, streets, and amazing gardens. Like other national parks, there's a lot of natural beauty at Gateway Arch National Park. Now, I want to share with you one more fact about the Gateway Arch. It might be my favorite fact of them all. If you ever visit the Gateway Arch, you can do more than just look at it. You can go up the arch, okay? You can go up the arch. You might be thinking, hey, I don't see steps. I don't see a ladder. It actually has a tram system. The tram takes you up the arch. The inside of the tram car looks almost like a spaceship, at least to me. It's pretty sweet. At the top of the arch is the observation deck. You can see it here. The observation deck can hold up to 160 people. And the view is amazing. It really is. You can see so much up there. Remember, the arch is 630 feet tall. It's really high up. And when you're done, you can take the tram back down again. It's super fun. The Gateway Arch. It's the tallest arch in the world. It's in St. Louis, Missouri. You can see St. Louis right here on this map. It's by the Mississippi River. I think they're buddies. It's part of Gateway Arch National Park, which used to be named after Thomas Jefferson, but then they were like, let's name the park after the arch. It was designed by Eero Saarinen, which is why it looks so cool. It's made of stainless steel. It has a tram system, so you can actually go up the arch and look out from the top viewing area. It's a unique monument, one that honors westward expansion and the role St. Louis had in being the gateway to the West, as many pioneers started their journey there. Wow, the Gateway Arch. It's one of a kind. It's one of a kind. Hey, thanks for learning about the Gateway Arch with me. I hope you had a blast. If you haven't subscribed and you're enjoying the videos, feel free to click that subscribe button and click the notification bell if you'd like to be told about new uploads. I want to give a special thanks to my patrons for your support, and thanks to all of you for learning with me. It means a lot. You all are so awesome, and I will see you next video.